The ways of magic are mysterious and ancient. For some, the ability to bend the ways of the arcane to their will comes naturally to them due to their lineage. Then there are some who draw on the devotion to a specific deity, which either imbues them with the divine power to use for good, or to satisfy a sinister deal. Then there are some who are not just given the power of magic, but spend years of their lives studying every aspect of the arcane. It is these people who discovered power beyond that of the average sorcerer, and even created new spells to be passed on through the ages. Today in class, we'll be diving headfirst into these arcane masters we call the Wizards. Welcome back to D&D 101. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and share this across the realm. If you have a favorite spell that you've used in a campaign that you've played in, or have a favorite spell that you hope to use in a campaign, go ahead and share it in the comments below. But for now, on to the lesson. So, what is a wizard, and what makes them different from any other spellcaster? A wizard is someone who studies for years as a student to learn magic through hard work and determination. Unlike other caster classes in D&D that have their entire spell list to choose from as to what spells they prepare every day, the wizard bucks the trend by being restricted to any spell they have in their spellbook. In order for a wizard to learn new spells, they must spend time, ink, and parchment to learn new spells to add into their spellbook. Don't worry though, you gain 2 new spells from your spell list every time you level up, automatically. They also have the largest list of spells to choose from out of every class. The spellbook itself can only be read by the wizard who created it, and can take various forms, and is totally up to the player on appearance. It could range from anything from a basic book to having the spells tattooed all over the mage's body with runes that light up whenever the spell is used. The one downside to the spellbook is that it can be destroyed, and if that happens, you'll have to make a new one. On top of that, you lose any spell that you didn't already memorize for that day that's in the spellbook, so there's a very likely chance that you actually won't get a lot of your spells back. But on the upside, the chances of your spellbook being destroyed during the course of a campaign are extremely low, depending on what kind of campaign you're in. This raises the question, can a wizard add spells they find out in the world to their spellbook? Well, yes and no. So long as the wizard has seen another caster perform the spell, or they have something written down, like a spell scroll, the wizard can spend a few hours and add it to their spellbook. Now the bad news, although not really that bad, wizards can only copy spells that are in their spell list and that are a level of spell that they're able to cast. For example, let's say you are a 5th level wizard, and you and your party are traveling and find a scroll for the spell Liamin's Tiny Hut. You are a high enough level to cast 3rd level spells, and it's a spell that's in your spell list, so you are able to add the spell into your spellbook. Now, in the same example, if you instead found a scroll for Bigsby's Hand, you would not be able to add it due to it being too high a level for you to cast. However, you could save the scroll and add it in later on. Just like every class, there are a series of subclasses that you have access to that help you to customize your character. In the 2014 version of the Player's Handbook, the subclasses were referred to as the Schools of Magic. In the new 2024 updated handbook, there are more so different specialities of magic. There are 4 subclasses in the new handbook, so those are the 4 that we'll go over today. The Abjurer. These mages act as magical defenders. They can end harmful effects on malignant spells and create barriers to shield their friends, as well as exorcise malevolent spirits. The Diviner. Diviners use their magic to peer into the future, past, and present. They specialize in discernment magic, remote viewing, and foresight. They are intent on peering into the very fabric of space and time in the everlasting pursuit of knowledge. The Evoker. Evocation wizards focus on magic that deals massive damage with elemental energy. These wizards are naturally suited for combat due to their specialized magic and amazing damage output. The Illusionist. Just as the name implies, illusionists are masters in the art of illusion magic. As they get stronger, their illusions become more and more lifelike, and sometimes can even fool people into believing they're real. Wizards are often referred to as the ultimate utility caster, due to them being able to fill any role and using their magic to assist in this endeavor. There are truly endless ways to play this class, from being an ancient, wandering being like Gandalf, or by being a broken and traumatized former apprentice like Caleb Widogast. And that concludes my lesson on the Wizard. Thank you so much for watching. don't forget to fill out your college application. I hear those wizarding schools fill up pretty fast. What? Class dismissed.